back to CCR Productions. Today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new Marvel Avengers Epic Hero Series Iron Man extra accessory pack. But before we take a look at the figure, let's take a quick look at the packaging. Packaging-wise, this line's actually pretty nice. At first, I didn't love the yellow, but it's grown on me a little bit. But you got, you can see the Iron Man figure in there. You got a little picture of the Iron Man figure, Iron Man. You got the Avengers, Marvel. You got some nice art of the Avengers on the side. My box is a little bit damaged. Got some logos and everything. And then you also have, on the back of the package, you have a picture of the actual figure, what it can do. Avengers Iron Man, some more pictures of the figure, and then legal information and the barcode if you wish to scan this. I did find mine for $15 on Amazon. And yeah, let's go ahead and crack this guy open and see how cool he actually is. Here we have Iron Man out of the package. And first impressions of this figure are absolutely great. He looks good. He's got great paint detail on the head, the arms, the chest, the legs. Looks absolutely great. He doesn't have any paint on the back, but that's all right. But from the front, everywhere this guy does have paint, it looks absolutely great. One thing I absolutely love about these Epic Hero Series figures is just how small and nice and playable they are. I feel like a little kid or a kid would just absolutely love to pose this guy around and just absolutely play with this thing. So this guy, before, I'm already getting some of the other parts of the figure. This figure looks really good, but let's go ahead and take a look at some of his many accessories. Here we have his first accessory, this shield piece, which is very nicely detailed. A very nice translucent plastic. It's coming up a little bit more clear than it is in person. It is a little bit more cloudy in person. But let's go ahead and move on to his next accessory. Iron Man's cannon, which is absolutely massive. He has a huge cannon, and the cannon looks pretty good. This is a much more toyetic aspect of this character. And there is a missile, so you do get this clear blue missile, which is very nice. Same plastic as the shield. There's a little button right there. And if you use that, you can shoot at something. Let's go ahead and use one of his accessories to shoot at. And that definitely shoots pretty well. That is all the way behind my desk, so I will go ahead and grab that now. Part of this figure is you get this kind of armor piece with a little post on it. And you can just set that right on the figure, which looks pretty decent, but it will fall off. So they also give you the back portion, which is kind of inspired, I believe, by the Mark 50 from Infinity War with the kind of the nanotech suit. He kind of had some extra gadgets, but that looks pretty good on the actual figure itself. And then the post here is for this massive weapon. There is a little hole at the bottom of it, and that does fit in pretty nicely, and it weighs the figure down a little bit, but honestly, this figure has no problem standing with this. He's really actually pretty good with standing with the actual accessory on. And then, of course, you do have the shield that you can clip onto the figure. There we go. And Iron Man is ready for battle. So this figure just looks great, but let's go ahead and move on to some comparisons. I did say we were going to be doing comparisons next, but actually, let's go ahead and take a quick look at this guy's articulation. Nothing all that special, but nothing bad. This actually has great articulation for the size and price. There is a ball joint at the head, which can get you about that far up, which isn't great for an Iron Man figure because you do want him flying around. About that far down. Of course, he can get side-to-side motion. There's really no tilt. There's a ball hinge at the shoulder, which can get you up to about there, which is pretty decent for an armored character. It does spin all the way around. There's also a hinge at the elbow, which can get you almost to 90. And of course can swivel all the way around. There's nothing at the wrist. There is nothing at the body besides the arms, but there is a very nice hinge and swivel joint in there at the leg, so he can swivel about that far forward, about that far back, and then about that far out, which is pretty good. And then there's also, of course, a ball hinge at the knee, which gets you about that far back, as well as a very nice swivel. There is no ankle articulation on this guy, but it does have a slight kind of angle to his ankles, so he does stand very nicely. So overall, I'd say articulation-wise, this guy's actually really good and is pretty serviceable for a 4-inch figure. But let's go ahead and move on to Iron Man next to Spider-Man. Here we have Iron Man next to Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. Overall thoughts of this Iron Man figure. Is he worth $15? I'd say yes. I'd say this figure is definitely worth $15. I'd say he looks good, he poses well, he has nice paint. I'd say he's definitely a more a kid's toy than an adult collectible. He's got more toyetic features such as the blaster and the extra armor. So for the collector, I'd say it's not quite as worth it, but for a kid, I'd say a kid would absolutely love playing with this guy. You do have the option to have all the Iron Man accessories on or off, so if you just want to play with it as the regular Iron Man. I'd say that this figure's definitely worth $15. Definitely not an adult collectible, though. I'd say I definitely would recommend it more for the kids who enjoy Iron Man. But yeah, so this has been my review of the Marvel Avengers Epic Hero Series Iron Man action figure from Hasbro. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe. And comment down below what you thought of this figure. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.